When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to College Park, Maryland, SECU Stadium, better known as the Snake Pit and home of the Terps. As we'll see a top 5 team in this conference, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Maryland Terrapins. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Terrapins will kick it off to get us underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Ohio State's offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-up.
There he goes. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. And the Buckeyes send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. The Terrapins offense will have its first possession of the game. Tight end. Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And that's a first down.
To the air on first down. Makes the grab on the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? The give to the tailback. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. 3rd down, and they'll need to get the ball to the 38-yard line. The give on the inside. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. The Terrapins will bring the punt team onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. You couldn't dial it up much better than that as he knocks it out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Finds a little space. Quarterback gets the first down. Gashing the D on the right. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Man, he just makes it look so fun to play quarterback. Like, he's playing his own little game. He just scrambles around, takes off. Nobody can catch him all the way to the house for 6.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Grabbed behind the line. It's Whitted. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Second down.
Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Pulls it in. He'll work his way up to the 24-yard line before being shoved out of bounds. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And here's a fumble way behind the line. And they are fortunate to get the ball back, but unfortunate to have a long way to go after that loss.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
And the Terrapins will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Roberts. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. Leaves it with the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing him go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point makes it 14-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
ACC action, fellas, and all week there's been intrigue about this one. Florida State has the lead at this time, but there haven't been quite as many tomahawk chops today as we expected. This is close. They're up by a field goal over Virginia. Any big changes in this ACC clash? We've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Terrapins in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. It's caught. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Tight end now in motion. He leaves it with his back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Terrapins trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Grabbed in the middle, it's West. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
1st down for the offense.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Bringing the heat. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Off play action. Under fire. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
What an individual effort that time, beating his guy and getting in the backfield and making a play. Ohio State has had so many dominant D linemen in recent years, right? The Bosa brothers, Chase Young. You know those guys are watching this game. They're proud of what they just saw. This dude is a game wrecker.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Complete to the right. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. And he was looking to the end zone, and they couldn't make the connection. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Trying play action. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And that's now their 3rd sack of the game. This is one of the best units in the entire country getting after the quarterback. They have done such a great job recruiting athletes up front and in their front 7. They can blitz, they can rush you with 4, with 3, but they've got dudes that can beat you one-on-one, and you're seeing that in this game.
And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. He'll try to knock it through from 38 yards out. Splits the uprights. Good. Now the lead is down to 11.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Running back searching for a hole. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. To the air on 2nd down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Powers through the defender. Breaks into the open. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. Oh, he's got a chance. Gets it past the marker. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. The Buckeyes getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Off the play fake. The throw to the outside is complete. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. We're through 1, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the 2nd. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Rides the back on the option to give. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. The Buckeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Pulls it in. It's Miller. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. And the Buckeyes want to move quickly. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Got it in the middle. It's Roberts. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Wants to throw again. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. The returner will field it and try to do some business. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They'll give it to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Throws to the tight end. Hauls it in. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on first down. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. This time it's complete. Turning it on. At the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Terrapins!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 21-10. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Got their quick completion. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Buckeyes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Here's a hit. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Ohio State. They've gotten deep into the conference race, sitting on top of the standings right now. That conference championship game is starting to loom large.
It is, and there's so much at stake, right? Like knowing in the 12-team playoff that I have a chance to get a bye, right? If I can win my conference. So a lot at stake. They've done really well. They're at the top of the leaderboard right now, Palmer. But
fires one high and deep. And he's got it at the 30. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a first down.
This guy's in the Heisman picture because his stats are just ridiculous, and he threw for over 300 yards last game out. He's putting up another monster game here today, guys.
Looking to throw on first down. Got a man, it's Miller. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Buckeyes have this offense rolling. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Pass play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. Motion from the wideout. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Complete to the left. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
First down for the offense.
From the gun, the ground game. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. They've got the screen set up. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. Use the play fake, now to throw. Can't hold on, he had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. The play action fake. Swings it out to his running back. Quick spin on the run. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. The Terrapins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Caught in the backfield, it's West. All right, guys, let's talk a little Maryland. Good pickup on the recruiting trail last week. 3-star offensive lineman gives them a verbal, and this is the type of talent they need to get into the program and then develop.
Yeah, and this really was more of an emotional decision, I think, for him as well. He's been a fan of this program ever since he was a young boy, and now he's getting a chance to live out his dreams. As a 3-star, he had opportunities to go elsewhere to play in better conferences against better competition, but this for him felt like home. Now he has a chance to go out and live that dream.
How about it? 50 plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Trying the left side. Nice move to keep running. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. And the Buckeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. The screen, and watch out. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Buckeyes, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
And back to the air on 2nd down. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. It'll be 3rd and long. Rides to back and leaves it. He's tackled right at the 40-yard line. That is well short of the first down, and let's see if they go for it here. Kick is in the air. And that is an excellent punt as it lands out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Let's see what they can get going on this drive as they snap it from the 7. Quickly to the tight end. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. They've got the first down. Mark it at the 26 in the waning seconds of the half. To the air on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man to the left. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can't stop the clock. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. Fires left. It's complete. Oh, he's got some space. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. And they've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Under fire. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play. And it's 3rd down, but they're taking no chances. They'll send the field goal unit out before halftime. Dead center perfect. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. On the move from inside his 5. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in College Park. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the shell.
The Buckeyes will kick it off to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Nice move to keep running. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll run play action. Fires to the middle. Oh, he can't hang on. Those arms might have favored an alligator there, and it'll be 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. And the Terrapins come to the line with a new set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. The Terrapins have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Fires to the right. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Motion from the wideout. Got it behind the line. It's West. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Wants to keep it in the air. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front four to get the job done on third down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
And the Terrapins line up to punt it away. Wants to bring it back. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. And the Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Quarterback on the keeper. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. He'll do it himself. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Back to pass on 2nd down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB, making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for in a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time, the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
Got his man downfield. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32.
And first down for the offense.
Use the play fake, now to throw. It's complete. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Terrapins have their offense in high gear.
Another Terrapins first down.
Tight end finds a soft spot. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Brings up 2nd down.
Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Maryland! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. He's looking to throw. He's got it for the 2, and we're all tied up. So they started that drive barely into opponent's territory and went 48 yards. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. He'll return it. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. With the catch, it's Miller. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on 2nd down. From the gun, running back gets to give. There he goes. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking to throw on 1st down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. One of the great programs in the history of the sport, sort of built on the running game, but these days, Ohio State defined by explosive pass plays.
Yeah, and you can call yourself whatever you want. A lot of people claim different things like wide receiver U, but when you look at Ohio State, the past several years, going back 10 years probably, you could pick so many big names of guys who have been superstars, not only at the college level, but also at the NFL level.
The Buckeyes want to pick up the tempo.
And this guy has been putting up huge video game type stat numbers each and every week. Threw for over 300 yards last week. He's putting up another monster game today. Late in the year when you know Heisman voters are watching, this guy wants to bring the Heisman Trophy home.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The lost yardage leaves him with 2nd and 11. Wide receiver comes in motion. Now the play fake. Shoots it to the left. And his throw is incomplete. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
This has been a bit of the story of this game so far, is this quarterback's running ability and whether or not the defense can stop them. They got the play there. They were able to get a sack, rally to him, and get one of the faster quarterbacks you'll see in college football down on the ground. This guy already has over 40 rushing yards in this game, so he has had some success, but I think a big key now moving forward is how does this defense stop him?
Hunt is on its way. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Oh, they're after him. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Finds a man on the right. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
The offense getting set for a 1st down from the 45. They're going to run it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Off play action. Here's the pressure. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet at my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they've put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
And the Terrapins will punt this one away. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. The inside handoff. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. This has been a tight one, 3rd quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. Rush is on him. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Trying to beat the D deep. He's got it down the right side. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
Throws a nice completion there for a 1st down. This guy has been the biggest key to this team's success all season long. He's shown up in big moments. He's won big games. He's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's in the discussion to win the Heisman Trophy.
Here comes the heat. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. So now it's 2nd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. Give to the running back. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. They have taken the lead here in the 4th.
And I think I like the call, man. You got an opportunity to take the lead in the 4th quarter. Go for the kick. He executes it perfectly. Defense, now it's your turn. We got the lead. We got to get a stop.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Robinson. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. Motion from the wide receiver. Trying play action. Looking to the big tight end. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the backfield. It's sprinted. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. The Terrapins will call on their punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. He'll pull it on the read. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. From the gun, Give on the inside. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35. Motion from the back. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
Well, late in the year, this guy is square in the middle of the Heisman Trophy discussion because of his performance. He throws a nice completion there for a first down, but it's been week in, week out. Big moments. He's led this team to a ton of wins. He is their best player.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. He gets a hand on it. Defense has it. All by himself down the middle. The 30. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Terrapins! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th. The AT unit on the field. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. The Buckeyes headed quickly to the line.
And an early completion for this dude, but you'll see a lot of that. I mean, he's been unreal this season. Like spreading the football around, multiple guys. Every game you look up, he's putting up huge numbers. This offense is built around his ability to throw the football, and that's why he's one of the best in all of college football.
Well, a great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
Off the play fake. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. They're working that left side. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Buckeyes will send out the punt unit. Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. This time on target. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
And you're seeing the best version of this guy this week, right? We know he threw 2 picks a week ago. We talked to him. He said it was a game he wanted to put behind him and just get refocused. You are seeing when he brings his A game to the park, he helps this offense be completely dynamic.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Quickly out to the tight end. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. And the Terrapins are flying down the field. Handoff from the gun. Find some fresh air. Got enough for the 1st, and he's still going. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his man. It's West. At the 20, he's got space. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Maryland! As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point 4th-quarter lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
The Buckeyes racing to the line in the hurry-up. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. On target over the middle. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
And this offense is built around this dude. I mean, he is sensational. He's been so fun to watch, like play, pitch, and catch, spread the ball around, complete and total command of the offense, and that's why he's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's got a real chance to go to New York and try to win that Heisman Trophy.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Snagged in the middle, it's Miller. And he makes a completion there, set up and in business at the 20. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. He wants it all. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
And he'll keep it on the naked bootleg. Working that left side now. He will not get there. Brought down at the 1, and the 2-point try is no good. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. On second down, let's see if they go right back to the run and put this game on ice. Running to Green. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Calling a timeout here, you have to avoid making a mistake in this situation. To the ground with the back. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. The play action fake. Unloads it downfield. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Another incompletion on third down. The Terrapins will try to pin them back with the punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the big fella. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his big tight end. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. The Buckeyes will hustle to the line. To the air on first down. Bringing the heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll send the back in motion. They'll go back to the air on second down. Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Bell. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Grabs it in the middle. Breaks into the open. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. And incomplete on the deep ball. From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. Keeps it on the bootleg. Under fire. And the third down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense. A 5-point game here, getting very late in the offense. Will stay on the field on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. Fires and picked off. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here.
And that is a back breaker. It's fourth down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. but the defense came up big in a big moment.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. The quarterback takes a knee. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great. The home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David. They played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road atmospheres, they're tough. Even when the team isn't ranked like they weren't today, these are the types of moments that can jump up and bite you.